Okay, guys, so for homework, you are actually not going to read for a certain amount of time every night. You are going to read a certain amount of pages every night, but since we all read at different speeds, we will not all be reading the same amount of pages together every night. So in order to figure this out, this is very mathematical, and this video is going to help you. You are going to need a calculator, and I will put mine up here for you so you can see what I do on the calculator, so that you can, to help you compute how this works, okay? So have your calculator ready, and then have your name on the top. Make sure that you write what book it is that you're reading and the author. You can just put the last name. And then what genre. We're going to try to get you to read as many genres as you can this year. And so depending on what you are reading, fiction or nonfiction, you're going to put your current fluency rate here, and that's what we talked about in class. Ask Ms. Matei to give you that number so you know what it is. But let's just pretend for right now that I'm reading 116 words a minute, which is pretty average for 4th grade. So if I open my book, I need to be able to figure out how many words are on a page. So if you open up your book, you should open to chapter 1, but go to a page that's full of words. And give you a second to do that, and me a second to do that. Okay, I'm going to put my doc cam up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so pretend I'm reading this book, A Long Walk to Water. Excellent book, by the way. If you're interested, come and see me. I'd be happy to lend it to you. I like this page because it seems to have a lot of words on it. It's better than picking the first page because there's only about half a page of words, and we want to have full page of words. So any page you find. So instead of sitting here and counting all these words, which would literally take forever, we're just going to count how many are in the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 words in the first row, so on average maybe 11 words for every row. So let's count how many rows there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there are 23 rows with 11 words. So on your calculator, you are going to multiply 11 times 23 to get approximately how many words are on a page. So there's about 253 words on a page in this book. So we're going to write 253. Okay, so now it says, based on your reading fluency and the number of words per page, about how many minutes should it take you to read one page? So this is kind of an estimate. So if you're reading about 116 words every minute, and there are about 253 words on a page, this number is really close to 100. This number is really close to 200. So maybe it might take me 2 minutes, but I'm going to give myself 3 minutes just to be safe in case I get distracted. So it should take me about 3 minutes to get through one page of reading. Now, since we should be reading about 25 minutes a night, how many pages should we be finishing a night based on this information? So if it takes us about 3 minutes to read a page, and we should read for about 25 minutes to a half an hour every night, we're going to go back to our calculator, and we are going to divide 25 minutes of reading time divided by 3 minutes for each page. And you're going to get a crazy decimal here, but I want you only to pay attention to the whole number that comes before the decimal. This means I should read about 8 pages a night. So instead of reading for 25 minutes a night and staring at the clock, I'm just going to use my little sticky notes to mark off 8 pages, and that's how much I should read every night. Certainly if you want to read more than that, that is awesome, but this is your bare minimum. So how many pages is your book? If I go back to my book that I showed you earlier, it looks like, and make sure, sometimes there's like author's notes and extra little fun stuff at the end of a book. Make sure it's actually the end of the story. There's 115 pages. So if there's 115 pages, how many days should it take me? Well, if I'm reading 8 pages a night and there's 115 pages, I can divide 115 divided by 8 pages, and it should take me about 14 days. I'm going to give myself 15 days just to be safe in case something happens. Remember, this is only Monday through Thursday. We're not reading Fridays or the weekends unless you want to. So now we need to look at a calendar, and we need to figure out when it is that we should be finished reading based on that. So you want to pull up a calendar, and I have my September one here. Should take me 15 days. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Today is September 5th. So 15 days. If I'm only reading Monday through Thursday, it would be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop here because that's Thursday. Come down to the next week. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should be finished my book by September 28th if I counted out 15 days. That's not including weekends. So my end date is September 28th, and I need to be finished reading my book by this time. Miss Matei is going to check on you quite frequently to make sure you are on track for this date. Your goal is to make this date. If you do make this date, there is a reward waiting for you. If you do not make this date, we have to talk together about what happened and try to make sure that it doesn't happen again. You're then going to sign this as a way of agreeing that you are going to do this, and be very careful to make sure you read your 8 pages a night or however many it is for you. And then you're going to come and hand this to Mrs. Matei.